beautiful. I want to see your face loud and clear. Happy Father, is that okay, Daddy? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Bros, you guys take it to front. Okay, I don't mind if you don't mind, please send me that. Thank you. Alright, this one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that session where we are going to get to meet anyways. So I don't want us to rush it. So I was saying that fashion is the armor to survive the reality of everyday life. You can do your fashion and then lock yourself up and you are good with that. That's how to live. Okay, so when energies are switching low on you, what do? You switch on your fashion energy. That's my way of welcoming you. And then showing you the integrity of what you are gathered to do. It's so much fun. And then so much enlightenment and awareness. I want us to follow us. We begin to unveil and unfold that. I mentioned that BZ, don't miss, is my name. Okay, let's start this show with the word of prayer. How many people believe in prayer? Is it okay to do that? Father, we thank you. Thank you for this creativity. Thank you for this. Thank you for what you have decided to be explained to our hearts even today. We thank you and we receive it with thanksgiving. We also pray that everything will go well provided. At the end of the day, we will be blessed and refreshed, and of course the glory belongs to you. In Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, now I want you to walk up to one person, tell them your name, tell them what you do. If it's possible, exchange contact. I want you to do that right about now. Can you give me some music on the background so we can just have some feelings in the air? I have some more quotes for you while you busy do that. Please do that. I'm not seeing people moving. I want you to start moving. Yeah. Okay, it shouldn't be your friend. Let's be somebody you don't know before. You're meeting up for the first time. Who you are. That is from APPARELZ. APPARELZ is an American singer. At some point, he has a French background. He said, fashion has to reflect who you are, what you feel at the moment, and then where you're going. I think that last part is Africa, right? You're going to wedding party, the way you are styled up. You're going to an Oku party, also party again. Areas very good. And then you look at it, and it's said, right? It's said, look, your fashion should make you statement first are invisible on the inside, right? It is a reflection of the piece on the outside. Someone is coming and then just feeling. And then what we can start having an idea of who we are. Okay, that's so cultural, right? When you see people like us, they don't know how to do it. Then you know this is how maybe and all of that. It's just who they are. And so your fashion gives the people who are watching you a feeling about you. This is that person. You know, you can literally tell a modest person by the way they look, not the finely cut, face and all of that. The way they dress, you say this person is modest. And then there are certain folks. I call them a little too much. When you see them, they are all over the place. Interesting personalities unfold by the way you look, right? Also, you said what you feel at the moment. What you feel, you're happy. There's a way you want to look, yeah, yo. And then some other time you are on low though, and then you just want to do like that. I think ladies understand this part better. On comfy days when you are just okay, everything is just 100. There's a way you look. Some other time you want to look in certain way because the guy may be okay. So the school life is a very beautiful experience. If you have been in the school is not always a constant place. Yeah, because you have
there is one
things moving at every time. So there's this time you have a lot of money usually when you came from home, and then the way you look, you are special, right?
White and it's fine like
and
this.
the other time, and you don't just know what you're going to take for lunch, and you just want to wear something and go out. Okay, so your fashion, the way you present yourself per time, okay, gives the people who are watching you a feeling of who you could be. Are you aware that wickedness can also be written on the face? Some people are mean. I'm written them, they're like, yeah, good morning, ignore you. Yes, I just greeted you, say, good morning, I answered. Okay, and if somebody is kind also, okay, there's a way to radiate in how they look. It just like that. Life is not always about prepare them, right? And it's like that. Okay, I have this one here. It says fashion is about self-expression and status. I like this one. Fashion is about self-expression and not status. Okay, and this concept they call dress to kill. What's that dress to kill? Do I have a microphone that can go around? Is there something like that? There's something like that. I do. Okay, please help me. Dress to kill. What's that? What does it mean? What is dress to kill? Okay, what does it mean to dress to kill? Anybody with an idea in the house? Yes. I'm going to call. I will point at somebody and call. Don't look at me too much. If you look at me too much, I'm going to call you straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Okay. All right. Dress to kill. What is that word dresses to kill? So I just read, that quote, by what's this person again? James. He said fashion is about self-expression, not status. There's the way you dress to oppress other people. You dress, you want to look like you are on top of everybody's head. And that's not fashion now, right? That's oppression. Okay, it's not fashion, it's oppression. If it's fashion, it's just you expressing yourself. You are trying to create a story. You are trying to create an analogy. You are narrating an expression of the person, right? It's not you trying to do something that is esoteric, something out of the world, right? Does that make sense to you, right? Just like this. I like it, right? Okay. And so I said fashion is about self-expression and not status. I actually wanted the microphone that could go around so we can talk about the concept of dressing to kill. And if you have had expression or experience of that person who dresses and then you feel okay, now okay, there are folks like that, they are always doing too much. Okay, they are always doing too much. Okay. Hi, what's your name? Be- I'm off. Beauty. She said beauty, and she drops the mic. Beauty, and that's all. That's very fine. You're very beautiful. I should say that. And then for there's a spark on your face. Thank you so much. Welcome. All right. So I want to welcome everybody again. Before we start taking sessions, we have calibrated this event into 2 sessions, and then we are going to start right about now. Generally, I'm still expecting a microphone that could go around.
Yeah.
Is it ready now?
Yes, ready.
Okay, very well. Thank you very much.
So, sir.
Okay. So I want to gather responses and reactions, as touching the concept of dressing to kill. Have you had the experience of this person who is always trying to look significant, who is always trying to look extraordinary? He or she's always trying to make a statement that is nothing, okay, or something like that. Do we have anybody like that? Do you have an experience of that person, and then you want to share that experience with us? We are going to do a whole lot of interaction in this show, yes, so that we can drink into experiences. The convener, I'm still going to bring him up. Mention something to me on the background. He said he is also open to learning, and I think that's next generation. That's way forward. So much. So, do you have the experience of this person who you feel that every time is always sounding a little too much, is always doing something to impress every other person? It's not just real, and you just want to share with us. Do you have such experience? Anyone? Okay. All right. Why you think? Oh, I also have a feeling that certain folks, feel okay. We have come. We just want to be talked at. Somewhere there is going to be enlightenment. There's going to be a lot of, talk to you. Yes, but then we also want you to respond so we can know what you're thinking, what your feelings are. Just hit me up real quick when you have that update, so we can just continue from there. I want to bring to you the convener, of course, the host, the very, very grand host. Is he around? Do we have an option for this event? Still around. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so I'm going to take one more quote. Okay, this says fashion is a language that creates itself in clothes and interprets reality. Fashion is all again. Okay, fashion is a language that creates itself in clothes to interpret reality. So the clothes is not the fashion, right? The fashion is the mind, is the reality you want to create, and so that can take expression via clothes and all of that. Please help me welcome Mr. Toby Iluyomade. Is the host. Please, can you put your hands together to celebrate him? Please do that for me. Put your hands together.
Thank you very much.
EDMONTERI, sir. EDMONTERI. My man, what's up, man?
Thank you so much.
You're looking so good.
Sweet.
Like, so good. So we stand up. Let's have a 360 of you. See Toby. So that's the talk. No. Please sit down. It's the extra part for me. This part is just okay. It's enough length to make the wedding dress of one person somewhere. Definitely, it's so beautiful. And okay, I should say that already. I must have said this, with you at closed door, that I love your person,
yes, sir.
And I like your style.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much for what you are doing. Yes, and I want to believe also that you have a whole lot of things going, at the back of your mind, yes, while you are putting this together. I feel I'm committing a very, very grievous offense. Or permit me, I want you to put your hands together for Mama. She walked in when Toby was coming up. The Mrs. That is Toby's mom. Mommy, we celebrate this so handsomely. Thank you so very much. That's Toby's mom.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's free. That announcement is free.
Yes, sir.
This is Toby's mom. Thank you for gifting us such a wonderful creative. Thank you so very much, ma. Happy Mother's Day, mommy. Okay, I never know I could crack that Yoruba. I have been rehearsing it for
Don't hear
16
Yoruba
years. Thank you, mommy. Thank you so much. Toby,
Yes, sir.
how are you?
Very well, very well. Fine.
What's the EDMONTERI?
EDMONTERI. I want to crack that thing. That's too many people here.
Okay, let's see.
EDMONTERI. Well, it goes deep.
Olofa. Okay, let's see.
But EDMONTERI basically is a coined word.
Okay.
Okay, it's a
But then has a whole lot of shades
exactly
and expression.
Yes, sir.
I should also say on this very exciting platform that you have done well for yourself.
Yes, sir.
You have set a legacy
So
that I want to believe that the young fashion designers in the industry want to follow.
Yes, sir.
And then you are doing well. A few questions, basically. I know you have a few things to say, but then maybe as the host for my own belly, yes, I just want to run like that. I have this question for you. How can aspiring fashion designers differentiate themselves in a crowded market? The fashion world is a very large one, yes, right? And we have very many creatives. We have very many persons practicing. Okay, and now you are this person, and then you feel you have something to offer. How do you remove yourself from the assemblage of the multitude? How do you create a niche for yourself? And then anytime people want to look at the fashion world, they cannot but see you. So tips.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. First of all, I used to make this. Am I audible to everybody? Okay, I used to make this illustration for friends and young apprentices and interns that come to me. If you are heading to market, let's use Mufehere for instance, and there are the fastest route to Mufehere market is through edition. Okay, like that, depending on where you are coming from. But then most Marua gang or bad guys will like to pass through Mofere edition side. And there are this multitude of people, like close to 1 billion people, heading to the market. That same market, where would you pass? Okay. Would you rather squeeze yourself between them to get to the front or to get there, or would you take another route which could be farther? So I used to tell them that I'm still in the question, sir.
Yeah.
I used to tell them that instead of all of them, they are fashion designers. Okay, they are going to Mofere market. There's one person in the front, there's one person at the back, the last person. Would you be the last person as well? Or would you squeeze yourself through to get to the front? Or would you leave that route for them and create your own route? Wow. Create your own route. Like go through Adeyemi. Go through Adeyemi, go and turn. That way, you'll be faster. You won't need to squeeze yourself through anybody. There's nobody on that road. In fact, maybe there's someone there, but then maybe one or two. You just pass by saying, guy, how far are you there? So you don't pass. Like that, then pass through the Jomo. What's that place? That place that they make this cool room stuff, and then like that. Then you are at the market. It's faster. So back to the question, sir. Sorry, can you read me?
Okay, the question is actually how can aspiring fashion designers differentiate themselves in a crowded market?
Okay, so I just illustrated my number one point is to not to face where the crowd is facing. Okay, have a niche for yourself that is different, that is totally different. You don't need to do the same thing as anybody. You totally don't need to do the same thing as anybody. Everybody, I can count both Nigerian and foreign artists and fashion designers that they are doing big already. For instance, someone that is just starting, I mean, that probably just graduated from fashion school or with crochet or whatever it is that you call it,
Okay.
and just signed out, and they are claiming to have a store already. And then they now come up with this. I won't like to go there basically, but then they'll just be like, EDMONTERI culture. Alaye, you just finished yesterday. Do you know what culture is? You just finished yesterday. Do you know what culture is? Not to talk of hood culture. Sure, you understand. But then, okay, let me go back to my previous likes of Yomi Casual, Sheyi Vodi, Ugomonye, likes of people like that. Those are the guys in front.
Yeah, my Atafo.
My Atafo, shey you get, and likes of them like that. Kola Kudus, those guys are in front. Shey you get, Dos Leka, plenty guys like that are doing crazy stuff in Nigeria. Willie Brown, shey you get, Brown inspired, likes of them like that. Must I face where they are facing? You want to do nice stuff, do your own. Like this person that just came up so now, this what's her name? I can't remember exactly, but her brand name is Dialab. Dialab just started when here, maybe some 6-7 years ago, compared to Sheyi Vodi that has been around
Has
for
been
a
on the
long
PG
time.
normal.
Exactly, shey you understand. So I say you have a niche for yourself. If you need to learn fashion illustration, learn fashion illustration, know how to sketch. She gets, create that niche, create that design. There are new guys on the block now. There's a guy create fashion. There's a guy, lots of women are like that. That they do sketches, they create the design. I mean, take for instance what I'm wearing. It's a upcycle. Apart from one of our Adijoke. Adijoke came to my store and said, "I have this shirt I want to give you," and I actually wanted to make something like very nice for myself, and I didn't know what to do. I just saw the shirt there. This shirt is here. What can I do to it? Let me just change it a bit. But then if you see it like this, you think that is how it came. No, it's just a shirt. It's extra patches. Then take from three ladies, Funke, Ijoma, and Fair. It's a abbreviation of
their names.
Funke likes of Deola Sego faced. Deola Sego is top notch. If you want, Deola Sego makes 12 clothes in a 12 outfits. If you don't book early, sorry, wait till next year. Just 12.
That's crazy.
Sure you get. So I say have a niche for yourself. Don't be boxed. Don't be boxed in your mind. Don't be boxed in your thoughts. Don't let anything box you. Don't let Ondo box you.
Okay,
Exactly.
that's a big one.
Thank you so much.
You heard that? I think also, now you were so vocal on certain things, and those things just stood out for me. Create a niche.
Yes.
Okay, that's something.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will not forget that. Now. I hope you are taking notes. Okay, because we cannot put this together for just fun fair. It's a training of the mind, and I am one person who is given to so much learning. So he said, discover the path, the conventional path. Now take a different route. It could be longer, but it's faster.
It's faster.
That's magical.
Yes, sir.
So magical. It could be longer. Then what I also heard, you said, be a pathfinder.
Yes, sir.
Okay, own your line.
Yes, sir.
That the one that discovered that path,
Yes, sir.
and then go and stay in the front of that one. You could end up having 1 billion people standing at your back also, because that path you wanted to follow, somebody's at the front line.
Yes, sir.
You can create a need. Thank you so much. Please, can we put that together for that intelligence? That's so deep and profound. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, now I have this question. He said, what are the current trends in the fashion industries that new designers should be aware of?
Okay.
Okay, what are the current trends in the fashion industry that new designers should be aware of? New chassis, new OT, new hack codes. You know what I'm talking about. Like,
Alright.
Can you give us some tips like that?
All right. Thank you very much. In art school, sorry, how many of us have seen? Is this Indian movie? The one that seemed like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire kind of film.
Okay.
It was in the title. No, the guy was on the hot seat, and then all of the question that was asked, he has lived the life. So you know the
Okay.
story. I can't remember what the title is,
I don't
but
do. I don't do
basically,
Indian movies. I do American movies where they
okay.
are killing each
Sorry.
other.
Okay. In art school,
Okay.
I happen to be art major. I went to Federal Union Polytechnic of Auchi, Edo State, and while we were in school as a ordinary national diploma graduate, we were taught this course. We call it basic design.
Okay.
Basic design consists of um, principles and elements of design. And in principles or elements of design consist of a couple of other things like line, shape, form, texture, value, rhythm, and so on and so forth. In elements consists of shape, color, texture, and other things like that.
Okay.
Now, if I'm tackling it from that angle, in the present day fashion industry, we have gone through. There's a course we took in HMD. Sorry, I'm going back again. We call it History of Fashion. In History of Fashion, it takes us back. So basically, what fashion does is fashion revolves.
Okay.
It revolves just like the earth goes around the sun for I don't know how many days. That makes up a year, however.
365 days,
Thank you so much.
approximately.
Like that. And fashion evolves, goes round and round and round and round and round like that. So you see, like take for instance, in present day, you see guys wearing baggy stuffs like
Okay.
what I'm wearing and stuff like that. It has come in the 70s,
Yeah.
she gets like that. Even earlier in the Ido area, Ido area, yes, when Chinese, all this Chinese
Okay.
American
Okay.
issue, the Edo, exactly, yeah, the Edo time, it came around, then came back again in the 60s, 70s, boot cuts, you have different kind of things like that. So basically, if you take time as a fashion designer to understand the history of fashion,
Hmm.
it will not be difficult to create something new. You have to. There's there's this movie again that I'm a movie person and I learned from everything basically. There's a movie again, Ready Player One. There's a phrase that was made in the movie when the main actor was trying to figure out how to win the first prize, and it was like, should we always go forward? How about we go backwards to figure out how the future is?
Okay.
Then, when he was going to play the game, he instead of driving forward, which was even more difficult, he placed his car on reverse and went backward. And at the end of the day, he won the race by going backwards. So I guess um, crafting a niche, like I said in the first question, has to do with developing what's for the future. And I feel what's for the future is in the past,
Hmm.
basically. So if you are able to like look at the fashion and dress sense of the 50s and the 60s, that's about 10 years different. Or you can even go to 1650 something, go to the English, in the time of the
The old
English,
English.
the old English dressing, the way they wear skinny jeans, skinny and stuff like that. If you look at some designs that are running now on Instagram, you see a touch of
Way back.
way back like that. Agbada is no more Agbada. Agbada does not have links again. Agbada is just Agbada like that. It does not have to be boring, the boring liberal one that we usually used to see. So I believe crafting a niche or crafting out new trends out of for young designers, or what the question
Okay.
is meant to be like a revision of trends that basically had passed. You now have a touch of Y2K compliance into it. Like you now add the touch of, okay, maybe they're just doing corset. It's like putting corset on Iro and Buba.
Okay.
Well, nobody has actually done that, but then you can add corset on Iro and Buba. How would you?
Now
Yeah,
that's
something
strange.
like that. And then
Okay.
in the advent of meta, we have been able to. There is artificial reality. There is artificial augmented reality. I think that's the ARG or something like that. There's VR and stuff like that. Guys are beginning to, instead of just taking your pen and sketch, guys are beginning to, all these techie guys, they are fashion techie guys, they're beginning to use that Google thing, to sketch out shoes, sketch out clothing and stuff like that. And there's a machine that they created for it already. It's a 3D printer, and people just print out the fabric, etc. like that. And then even when the person is wearing it, you can see movements. There's a particular app, they call it iJack. You can use iJack. Like a friend of mine in Lagos, his name is Kobe Williams. You can use iJack. If you have a print on your fabric, for instance, you can use, by the help of the app,
Okay.
looking at the fabric through the phone, you can see it tells a story. It tells the story of whatever, however.
pattern.
So you understand. So I believe we can enter into the future by looking both back and present and the future. Thank you very much.
That's something I want to clap actually. I want to clap because that's a whole lot of strong and deep talk that the fine lines of the future is buried in the past. Okay, that the way forward is actually behind. That we are going back to the future. Right?
Exactly.
You are deep. You are deep. Thank you so very much for that. Are you learning? Are you enjoying yourself? Okay. When he was talking, he mentioned a few things. He mentioned history. He mentioned education. I feel also that it might be very important to take note that you will not be able to do anything excellent outside of consistent learning. In fact, psychology would say that if you read 15 minutes every day about a particular concept, in 30 days you become a professional in that field. And now, the first time I found that was 2 years ago, 2022, and I picked up content development, and then I began to read. I will not buy any course. I just was reading about all of that, and it got to a point when I write, folks will say, "Did you learn it?" And I didn't have to say yes, because okay, I learned it, and now I did not. It was just that I picked up interest in it, and I began to nurture it, consistently. Okay, so you should just settle, okay, that the fame space, spotlight is not for lazy folks. Is it safe to say that the hard work is the breakfast of greatness, and then we must learn it? We must learn it. Okay. Now, hard work does not necessarily mean that you do things the hard way.
Yes.
It just means that you are consistent about a simple course. Simple course with dedication. That's hard work. Consistency, majorly. You said that, but then you didn't say it this way. So I'm trying to, turn over the things you said, and it just got very, very deep. One more question for you, and then we move into something else. How important is it for fashion designers to understand the business side of the industry? Okay, every establishment has a business side. Even life is a business. Existence is a business. It is, life is whatever you call it. But I think more than anything else, it's a business. I read Stephen Covey, and then Stephen Covey, mentioned that there are four sides to bargaining. There are four sides to communication. to a business. He said first you can have a win lose where you want to win at the expense of the other person. In fact, it bothers you that you don't. You also know that you can win. It's a win lose. It's a bargain strategy. There's also a lose win. You know, for instance, for people who are weak willed, they don't want any problem. Just exploit them as much as you don't shake them from their comfort zone. You can take the glory. Just go. You know, it's a lose win. They allow you to win at their expense. Now there's a win-win. The win-win is such that I want to win. I'm very concerned that you win too. So I do it a little to the right, a little to the left, and towards the center. And at the end of the day, we have a fair bargain. You have a 50 cut on the win. I have a 50 cut on the win, and then I'm okay. And then there is one win. Fix yourself. Well, whatever you want to do, you go and do. But me, in this game, I'm going to win. Either I win or I win. Now, if you win, I don't mind. If you lose, I don't mind. If you lose out, I don't mind. You know, generally. So I think it is soft undertone to this whatever. What is the relevance of a basic understanding of the business part of the fashion world?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm not going to tell the story in this one. It's basic. Okay, I have a story for it. I think in 2015-16, when I just started sewing, basically, I was new. Although my mom was a fashion designer growing up, we used to have this machine in the house. It's a blackhead butterfly machine. It's somewhere on the balcony. So every other time I just put my feet on it and I pedal, and she say it's not like that, it's like this, and then she never taught me nothing. But then if myself and my mom we can sit down for 10 hours just thinking about clothing. And looking at people passing, buy no share on, buy no share on, buy no share on. So I knew how to sew already with my mouth before I learned how to sew at all.
All right.
But at that point I didn't know how to sew shit. But then I'd worked with top designers in Nigeria. I've worked in Abuja, and I've worked with Franco Shodi in Lagos. I worked with let me try to keep the names.
A number of them.
A number of them, like that, top designers, mad. So you get like that. And let me come back to it. So in 2016, there's this person that gave me fabric to sew for her, and truth be told, I charged that 25K, and that 25K has been padded. You know, when something is padded,
normal clothes,
it's way padded and all that. I would chop tire, you understand, for 25K. And she said, I think she came from the UK. It was one of my clients that introduced her. She was like, okay, Toby, you know what? Just give me the fabric back. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I have a couple of points I want to make from this, and I said, okay, that she wants to get, that she still needs to get something else with the fabric, so she'll get back to me. And I said, okay. Then I gave her the fabric, and she was gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
That's Nigeria.
I didn't see her. I'm like, what happened? And a friend of hers that introduced her to me called and said, hi, Toby, I said, fine, man. I think I said, oh, I'm sure you know the charge, man. He said 25,000, man. Toby. I was like, I want to put you. Come on, 15. So you get. Can you hear me? Yes. Come on, 15. I'm like, Toby. 450, no, right? 450 in 2016, sir. It's like
that's a whole lot of
900K now.
Definitely.
Say 450, no, right? No, nearly around for 25,000. I was like, I still don't get.
That's deep, right? Okay.
I still don't get. Like, don't be able to cheat you. I don't know if I am. Like, wow. You say? As in, it's well padded though, bros. Everything I'm buying is like 5K. And the clothes is going to be mad. But then she didn't give me the job. Why? My charges were too cheap.
Business.
It was below standards. It was way below standards. I'm going to come back to it. Another point I want to make is my business voice when I talk. When I talk to clients, is different from when I talk to you. Like pastor,
Mama.
hallelujah. But then I have a business voice.
Okay.
I have a talking voice. I have I have separate voices. It's not the same voice that I use with my mom, that I use with my clients,
Okay.
or that I use with
Your wife.
my wife. Exactly. Or I use with someone else outside.
Okay.
You understand? There's this alpha male voice. It's deep and doesn't really care whether you can hear me. But then what I'm trying to say is that voice. You understand? So there's a business voice.
Okay.
You don't use. Hope I'm still in the frame of the
I did
question.
feel you. Yes.
You don't use the same voice like you talk to Daddy Sekina to talk to your clients. Use a fine touch. If you need to learn Queen's English, learn it. If you need to learn anything that you need to learn in this life to speak well, learn it and all that. So when Mrs. AB came back finally after 3 years, and she said she bought this clothes, I saw this design online, I want to make it, I heard you are better now, blah 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 blah. I said, yes ma'am,
I'm better.
you're very better. And then she came and she gave me a fabric that she wants this and that on it. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna make it for, what's the charge? I said I'll send you an invoice, man. Then that's one point. I said I'll send you an invoice. The first time I just did a WhatsApp message, come on, look where she just send out something. Fabric this, click on this, this is equal to 25,000. But send. She get. But this time things are changed. I have an app. It's an invoice app.
Generate.
She gets has the rate, the has discounts, has everything, has a setup. She gets so ABC like that. Just arrange it for her, total amount, discounts, shipping rates, everything. Just arrange it like that. Bam, 300K like that. Sent it to her. She received it. Take notes. Invoice app.
Invoice out.
Yeah. On the account that I send, my account that I send does not carry, the account does not carry Oluwatobi Iluyomade. It carries EDMONTERI APPARELZ,
Okay.
making two. So it's different. People tend to trust you more when you send them your business account.
Okay.
They will know that they're not dealing with the person. They're dealing with this person. So it's not you that they want to deal with. They want to deal with, they are not giving Toby the job. They are giving EDMONTERI the job.
So there are two different
They are
persons.
two different persons. Like, my name is Toby. This is EDMONTERI. Share again. So the brand does not make you. You should be able to separate it. It's not the same. So basically, the account number was carrying EDMONTERI APPARELZ, and the invoice was carrying EDMONTERI APPARELZ, basically. So it was just Toby that sent it. But back then, that was in 2018, 19, thereabouts. Back then, I think I was on my way to Ondo from Lagos, blah, 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 like that. I'll keep that story. But then, things had really changed. So she received the invoice and be like, Toby, okay, I think I like this. All right, I'll send you funds immediately. And she did the funds, 300K. She did 300K. I made the outfits. I'm still making female clothing. And I made the clothing, and she received it, I think, 2 weeks afterwards. And then she sent to me that, Toby, I like the outfit, my friends want more. And then I made four for 300K. Like I
Okay.
made four, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus our own. That's 5 for 300K. She got way back in Lagos. and stuff like that. So I'm still in the frame of the question, sir,
Yes, yes, yes.
which is
Okay, the business part. I said, how important
okay.
is it for the business, for the fashion designer to understand the business side of the
Business
industry?
side of the
Yeah,
industry,
definitely.
exactly. So thank you very much. So business is business. You are you. You have to understand the difference between the two. People want to deal with you, but then they don't want to deal with you. They want to deal with the fact that you can manage them. They want to know that they can trust you. They want to know that okay, this they want to know that this person I'm giving my outfit to, can I trust him? Is this someone that can keep up with standards? Can you keep up with standards? Can you deliver that thing that is in my mind and stuff like that? That is one. Two. In the business part, you have to be able to tackle it professionally. There's a professional way to fashion designing to the industry. We can't just do things the way we do things with everybody else. There's a particular way we should go about it. So you get after the invoice, they would still want you to reach out to them. Like I have one that's been pestering my life for like weeks now. He just bought fabric, he just paid, and you're asking for fabric design, this one already. But then you'll be vexed, you'll be jumping up and down, blah, 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 like that. But then you should not show it to them. In a way, you still calm yourself down and be like, okay, we are very sorry for you use that voice. Either you're typing it or you're using the voice notes. Then, if you know you are not patient enough, use ChatGPT.
Strong hack,
I
normal.
mean, use ChatGPT. If you think ChatGPT is too far, download this app. I use it always. That's been helping with my content creation and all that. Download the Genie app. If you download the Genie app, it will help you out. You can talk to the Genie app like you're talking to someone. Like
Yes,
this. Hi
yes.
guy, Alpha. Please can you help me with this, and it will give it to you. Most of the content that I posted for this event and all that, I just spoke to Jimmy Alpha, I'm fine. Can you help me with blah 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 blah, and it will give it to you. So yesterday night I was vexing already for a client that disturbing me, and I was typing annoying text already, but then the spirit of the Lord said, EDMONTERI, delete. Then I deleted it. Then I went to Jimmy Alpha. I did. Please can you help me with response to a client that is disturbing my life? I said, okay, boss. And he sent it to me, and I sent it to the person, and the person calmed down. So you must be close to the trends, the techie trends, basically. You must be close to a lot of things to keep the business. You must be able to keep the business, and then packaging. Packaging is important. There's a man I met like a few years ago. Um, then I was still using packing nylon. After finishing an outfit, you put in this is transparent nylon and all
Okay.
that, and you deliver. We are stepped up now, and I use boxes now basically. And the man saw was I was like, I'm like Shenshe Park actually. The man is still with me till today. The man will travel to the US every December. He will come back. The minimum of fabric he will bring back is about 15. You bring them, you collect it end of January, early February, like that. So you should add a lot of things to it. Your logo might not really matter, but how do you package yourself? How do you dress to work? I don't have, we call it Isaliapoti in this side of the world.
All
I
right.
don't have a best dress. I
Those
don't
those fine clothes meant for
and
Sundays,
for Sundays. I
for
don't
special
have.
events.
I
Okay.
don't have. I dress like I'm going. I dress like a. My brother gave me that advice. I like transitional. He said dress like 419. The 419 is back in Lagos. They go cack.
Hmm.
Wear Maori shoes, manners, monk strap, pencil is a particular color it is. You see an accent of their
That's
socks.
what, yeah.
So you understand coming up. If you wear a brown belt, brown shoes, brown belts, you get like jackets. They're always clean and fresh. So you won't believe that they don't have money. But this one will just go to one boutique, just package himself very well, and then you're out of it. So I dress well every day. I smell well every day. Like, if you hug me, I like like your smell. I used to like that. She used to enter my head like stuff like that. Like, I like your smell. Why did she say, I like your smell? Ah, thank you. So again, so dress well, smell well, look well, speak well. That's one in this congregation. The first time she met me, she was like, Toby, are you from Mondo? I was like, yes. Why? I like the way you talk. You don't talk like guys around there. I was like, oh, don't be oh, no, but then there's a way you talk well, act well. Then way back in Lagos, there's this thing that we used to do. If you are going for a business meeting, you just talk to a friend. Guy Alpha, can I borrow your car? Guy Alpha, do you have Rolex? Guy Alpha, do you have 26 size 46? I wear 46, 48. Do you have this 46, 48? You package. They now get the Uber that will take you there or something. They take you there, they will pack. They won't go. They will take you there. You can use this Uber luxury, then Range Rover, G-Wagon, and likes of them like that. They will park, they will wait for you. The time will be running, so you understand. You go for your meeting, it's less than 30 minutes per matter. You go for your meeting, they'll be like, no, that guy came with a Range Rover. No, that guy came with a Hummer. Hummer still the real that time. I came with a G-Wagon, a Brad Boss. Get money. See this was very nice. She get know your perfumes, know your shoes. She gets. I got a job way back I got it in collaboration with a friend though. It's in Glow. We're supposed to make there's this jackets that they wear. We made about 2,500 thereabouts. We got the contract because I was wearing a polo black.
Okay.
And I walked into the office of the boss I was supposed to see. Good morning, sit down, and I sat down. And the woman was like, you're wearing a polo black. It just be like you go do interview. You are expecting 1,000 questions and the woman was just like, you're wearing a polo black. I said, yes, ma'am. Polo black then was like about 28, 30K. No big full, but yes, this place in Ojuelegba that they sell used perfume, half bottle, quarter bottle, close to finish, claro, stuff like that. So I just bought half bottle, maybe like, but then the woman knows her perfume and like, my husband wears a polo black. This guy, you very expensive. I didn't discuss. She was the one saying everything.
Wow.
She just said, okay, so you guys are going to do 2,500 pieces and this and that and that and that and bam, finish. I didn't say one thing. She only said, you're wearing a polo black. My husband wears a polo black. Finish. Because she recognized the smell of the perfume. And that day I was wearing polo black and Franklin, that is Franklin Oliver, Frank Oliver, yes. Oud Touch. I was wearing those two perfumes. So she noticed the two and she said, okay, this, that, and I was done. And we went out. My guy said, that's our guy. I don't talk one thing. I don't talk one thing. Now she just say everything based on perfume. Say, I'm not looking for perfume. So basically, I think that's the thing about the business. Any fashion designer that you would see, any person, any fashion business person, fashion-oriented person that you see at any point, they don't lag behind on how they look. They don't lag behind on how they look. I can say that critically, even the person sitting down here, even when you go to Ifekorede school, even if she's doing side talk, if you go to Ifekorede school, she's always tied up. She's always wearing some Ifekorede, she gets that Korea Africa feeling. You see some spite of Korea Africa.
Wow.
Like that. Either it's a shoe or a scarf or a bag or something. She gets. So you have to always look clean. Even when I'm wearing Crocs and something, I'll just combine that colors and trying to understand colors, trying to understand a lot of things basically. So at that way you'll be able to head to success, head to the best.
All right,
Yeah,
all
thank you
right.
so much.
That was a whole lot of talk. It was so
Okay.
broad. There were certain things I wanted to ask. I guess you touched on them, but nonetheless, I'm still going to ask anyways, so that you can be more specific on the touches,
Okay.
that you made. But then, recapping the things you said, I think there's a very strong relationship between the person, all right, and the business.
Yes.
Your business is not you, but then you can influence the brand
Mm.
of your business.
Create designs and stuff like that. But then I gave myself a way to thought process, to ideas, to knowledge, and studying way back. If you look at, okay, let me just stop talking and make instances. If you look at likes of um, Fendi,
Okay.
I just want to mention few names, then I'll tell you what they have in common. There's Fendi, there is Gucci, there is who else again? There's YSL, there is there is Armani, there is Polo, and maybe Polo has a little bit of difference. But then what I'm trying to put in what syncs between
Okay.
all of them is when you look at their logos are white and black,
Basically.
white and black with their names. YSL is black on white background. Armani is black on white background. So they can actually either swipe either of it,
Okay.
either have it as black on white or white on black, like that. So basically, and they use there's this thing in the principles and elements of design, like I mentioned earlier. They call it space, positive and negative space. They use a lot of negative space
Okay.
in branding. So you must understand these things to be able to reach that goal. You must understand that, okay, I want to showcase this fabric. Where am I putting it?
Okay.
Take for instance, there's this thing that is very rampant and popular in Lagos, but then I've not really seen much here. They call it window space, window design. If you've seen a couple of fashion movies like Cruella and likes of them like that, you hear the word like who designs that window? My look is showcased on the window, stuff like that. It's not window like this one. So you get it's a showcase point. So you get that is about 6 feet tall and like 5 feet wide. That has a mannequin or a dress form, either of these two guys, and you have a look styled on it. That's a window basically. So we should be able to have have that in place. Am I saying the frame of my question?
Yes. Yes.
So we
Branding.
should be able to have that, and as well. Please, I'd like to get the question again. I don't want to
So
run out.
yes, I was saying, what is branding to the fashion?
Branding.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Branding.
Okay, yeah, branding. So you should be able to have a window at the same time. Pitch negative space, positive and negative space. There are spacing, there is color, exactly. That's another form. There is color. You must be able to, like, take for instance, when I'm posting on WhatsApp, I usually use this dark green. It's rampant for me. I have picked that color that any post that I'm posting that has written form that is not picture, this is what I use.
Mm.
She gets. So for some of us, when we are posting stuff, we just say, there are plenty colors on WhatsApp, but which one I want to use today? Let me use yellow. Tomorrow, let me use purple. Hey, oh, I like this green. It's it's entering my this thing. Let me use green. You are confusing your target audience.
Okay.
She gets.
Okay.
There are persons that are not showing that your family friends, your church members like that, that are still looking at you, that they are not coming to you yet. They are just looking at you from a distance. What is it doing? They want to sew from you, yeah, but then you are confusing them with colors, shapes, silhouettes. Sometimes, like take for instance, I love movies and other things, but then you hardly find me posting anything else except what I want you to buy on my status, or I'm inviting you for something. It is hard for me. It's hard for me to post that
Memes.
AJ beats memes like AJ and Ngano, for instance. If I won't post it, I'll just know it in my head. AJ and Ngano. The guy came down on second round, finish, no concern me.
By knockout, stress
By
that
not
part.
by
Knockout.
not
Yeah,
by
I like
knockout
that.
3 times. Shey you understand? I won't post stuff like that. I won't post. In fact, people know EDMONTERI more than they know Toby Leomade.
Okay, that's next level.
Shey you get? So I don't want to sell myself. Don't know me. People know brands. I don't know if anybody can tell me what Alexander McQueen looks like, or or John Versace, not Penelope Versace. Penelope is the granddaughter. The owner, Gongon. What does it look like?
No one knows.
People know the brands.
Okay.
They don't want to know you. So it's basically the brand that you should push. Push the brand, the look. What does this person do? What's his niche? How does he do it? That is what they want to see. People want to be seeing it on a constant basis that is consistent. That way you reach more with you are pushing your brand. At the same time you are pushing the thoughts beside it. There's a thought behind it. There's a it's called emotional.
Blackmail.
No, not blackmail, sir.
Okay.
It's called emotional marketing.
Okay.
You are reaching people. You are reaching their minds, basically. Not that you just do plenty things. It's not in the multitude of the things that you do, but it's in the little that you do. The ability to be able to pitch a particular color to someone and say, I like this thing. Like take for instance, let me digress a little. I was at some point in 2012, 2013, I was in the culinary school, and the chef and whatever that taught us way back was like, there's a way you could serve is in Italian. There's a way you could serve someone that it means Italian and English. Is full. Why did you guys call it in Nigeria? We don't belly full exactly. Food and still make the person wants to eat. So what it's trying to say is there's a way don't chop, we don't believe in. There's a way you can we call it dishing or plating. We call it plating. There's a way you can serve a particular food. Like I don't know if you have seen this thing before when you wrap eba like rolls.
Now that's in that where okay.
When they wrap eba like rolls and no put okra like this and
Oh, cut out like samosa.
shey you understand, it just look one particular way like that. It's appealing. It is not appealing to your stomach at first.
Okay.
The sight is appealing to your mind. Like I must see presentation, see food. Then you will want to eat. You are full, but then you will want to eat it because you want to is drawing your attention. Shey you understand? You want to feel it. It's the same way for clothing. It's the same way for this business. Shey you understand? It's okay. The plating is the branding. Then the person is attracting is the client. So you should be able to plate yourself in a way that it will person will not also from you say will say I like what you're wearing. It's fine. Can you make something like that for me? Stuff like that. So like that. So branding in is start basically with colors, then yourself. How do you carriage your what's your carriage like? How do you carry yourself? How do you walk? How do you talk? Like the other things I've basically said, but then I think I've said enough.
Yes, a whole lot. Maybe more than enough, I don't know. I was somewhere yesterday and then the striking statement, the convener of the meeting, he said, if you have not learned anything, learn how to pack yourself. Use the word pack, and okay, that could be a short form of packaging. Learn how to pack yourself, and it just makes so much sense to me that the way you present what you want the people to see is very, very important. It's not enough to have something that is worth seeing. You might have it, but then the way you present to the people also is major. It's very, very key. And he mentioned colors. He also mentioned consistency in the place of putting it up. I think it's confidence. It's confidence that makes you consistently showing up. There's a confidence you have that what I have is worth presenting. And if you have not got to that point where what you have is worth presenting, just work on it. Work on it, because if you are not sure, if you are not convinced that what you have is worth presenting, then you see at some point you hit a zone they call despondence. Your face starts nose diving. You want to show up again, but then if you know this thing, as long as sources remain, it is something.
Yeah.
Then you keep putting it up and then putting it up and then putting it up. Okay, I want us to go to do an interaction before I continue with you. Style. Okay, so I've been thinking style and fashion. Are they the same thing? Okay, start thinking. Do like this. Start thinking. Style. Okay. Style and fashion, are they the same thing? Style. Okay. Fashion, are they the same thing? Okay, can we have a no yes question? Let me just ask. You just say your answer, yes or no, not minding what the other person is going to say. Style and fashion, are they the same thing? Gbọ́n kankan. Wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé mi létí lọ gbọ́n kankan. Okay. Now there's a talk around it. You'll be like, okay, yes, but maybe no. Or maybe yes with a little no. 70% no and 30% yes.
It's part of no.
A part of no, or no. I don't know. Okay. Do you have anyone? I need that microphone that can go around now. Style. Fashion. Style and fashion, are they the same thing? Let me start from you. So you are going to tell us your name and then just your contribution. Style, fashion, are they the same thing?
My name is Akendepo. I style fashion. Well, I don't know, because basically when you go to this, when you have a material you want to sew.
Okay.
When you go to, I don't know if it's, let me talk for myself.
Okay,
I
please.
take the material to the tailor. I tell the tailor, this is what I want.
Okay.
I want to sew just up and down. I guess the fashion is the up and down, either long, short, whether wide, whether sleeve. Then the style, I guess, is the design. I don't know if this part you can put that there. The design, the way you want the tailor to design it. Maybe
Okay.
it should have a touch of this, a touch of a touch of lining, a touch of
Okay. So the fashion is the framework.
yes.
Why the style
The style
is
is how you want it to
the
be.
method.
Yes, the other touches.
Okay. Afadipo again.
Akindipo.
Akindepo. Can we celebrate that? That's something that got it takes so much energy to talk. Please help me. Can you come this way? There is this She said, she says, oh God. Like, yes, she's helped me. Um, Style and fashion, are they the same thing? So just make mention of the name and then we just hit it from there.
My name is Elizabeth. How is like your own choice? Why fashion is the trend?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Style is your choice.
Your choice.
Yes. Why fashion is the trend? Fashion changes all the time. Why style remains?
Okay, okay. Fashion is a trend. That's deep. Fashion is a trend. Why style is your choice. Now you are deep.
She attends deeper
You heard that? Are you a deeper Liberian? Adeyemi will say we are Abicans. They should be Adeyemists. That's what I feel. We are unimedalists. They now call themselves medites. Okay. That's a whole lot. Can we put in our hands together for her? You didn't mention your name. TB. Elizabeth, that was so apt. Okay, let me take one more person. This sister wearing tom. Sorry, white and black. Okay. Style, fashion.
My name is Oluwabori.
Okay.
I feel style is what the person expresses. Everybody has different style.
Okay.
So I can express myself in different ways. But fashion is everybody in total. We are all expressing fashion in our different ways.
Wow. So the personal unit of the expression is your style, while the general acceptable one is fashion. Now there was no way we could have known that if we did not give you the microphone. Oluwabori, thank you. Can we put our hands together for Oluwabori? That's very deep. That's very, very deep. I have a quote here. It said, style is personal. Style is personal, right? That's my style. That's how I want it. Now that's how I want to do it. That's your style, right? It's personal. It's deep.
Yeah.
You know, some style patterns could be hereditary. Some are choice. You just go to a point in life and you be like, okay. Now, henceforth, this is how I want it. That's your style. And he said, it has nothing to do with fashion. In fact, it is fashion that carries a print of your style. You might need fashion to express your style. So in your fashion, you have your style in it. And certain folks who don't wear long like this, they are always on short. A lady takes some time to say, how am I supposed to dress without showing up some skin?
Yeah.
And I said, your face skin not rich. And so when a lady tells you skin, now it's skin, right?
Yeah.
Amen. Let us end it. Skin. You know, that's a style. She feels, okay, that's a way I want to present myself. That's a how to my look. And that's how I want to look. Now, so when she gives her fabric to the fashion designer, she tells the person, now the fashion must feature the style. In this fashion, whatever kind of fashion you are putting in place must feature, the style. And then I have this, he said, fashion is overly quickly. You can have a short trending fashion. It's a vogue. There was a time people wear baseball cap like this on native wear. Right? You see a guy wear, shokoto and buba and then put a baseball cap on it and everybody's like, yo, that's what's up. But there was a time people like, so that's fashion. Right now I don't really see very many persons who do that like right now. Okay, so it could be changing, it could be quickly changing, but he said style is forever. Style is forever. Okay. Style is forever.
But then if you say style is forever, then where does fashion stand?
Okay, where does fashion stand?
Fashion is not forever.
And I think from the angle of the talk now, fashion is evolving.
Yeah.
The style is more personal. It's intuitive. It talks about how you feel. That's the you print at every time. It's a forever, it's an everyday you.
It's the body, style is the soul.
This guy they carry me go where I don't know. So can you say fashion is the body and style is the soul? I think it's safe to say that. Because the soul is the engineer, right?
Yes.
That is what powers what you do per time.
Yes.
So it's your style. That's your style. And so the way you choose to express that style per time is the fashion that is obtainable in that type. I have another one. He said style should be always effortless. The style should always be effortless. It means you don't have to do so much to create a style. It's you. It's you. I used to have a friend who wears shorts for every shot. He cuts short with all the shots. It's just short. He's always like he's perpetually on short. It's going to be a nika. It's going to be that, but then it's not going to be a long at any time. And that's his style. He feels, well, Nigeria is hot. Let's just keep it like that. That's how I want it. And so if it's whatever is wearing, he's going to look for a way to craft it out to short. That's his style. But then the methodology of the shot, the design could be temporal. Or say I want the shot with the this and then this with the that and all of that. Okay, another conversational topic. I want us to talk about confidence. I saw a quote somewhere. It said, "Dare to style." Like, what's the place of confidence? Okay, and then I'm going to bring it a little more home. There are different fashion statements per time. People wear this and then wear that and this person will tell you, I can never wear that. What's that? I can. How will you look like that? And then people say that's what's trending, man. One very consistent thing I've seen more recently about the female outfit more recently, if they say stand here, tie, oh fine, the cut is somewhere like this, and certain folks will say I can't. But if you must join the style that is in vogue per time, that's how it is. So I want to talk about the place of courage, the place of confidence. Okay, in everyday trend. There was a time people don't wear crazy jeans no more. There was an evolution. It was first patched jean, and then it moved from that place to crazy jean, and then it went to rib. They call it rib. They rib it out, and then half of the fabric is lost, and then that's what they want to wear. But the certain folks wear it, and then their face is like this. They don't send you. They don't care. So what's the place? Well, is it safe to say that you need a measure of courage, to create a style? Is it safe to say you need a measure of courage to create a style? Please, let's start from her. Please, I need a microphone. So I'm talking about the similitude of style and courage. What's the of in styling? Everyday wear. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Olua.
Okay.
Your question again, please.
Courage.
Courage.
Yeah. I'm talking. We are talking style, right? We are talking fashion, and then we are just leaving off to talk about courage. What's the place of courage in deciding everyday styling?
Okay, I think I'll start by saying, for whatever you want to wear,
Okay.
you should know there will be someone that will not be comfortable with it. And then, for everywhere you step, people will raise eyebrows. Also, it takes your own courage. Like, I don't care. You're running. It's your decision. This is what I want. This is what I want to wear. So I feel that is where your confidence, your courage comes in. Like, you don't have to listen to whatever anyone has to say about your outfit. It's your confidence, what you want to wear. Thank you.
Okay, that's why you play the Ashaka song. What game relate to Lord? It's your thing. It's your thing. Okay, let's go to the back. A little to the back. I'm trying to remember. Beauty. Is it beauty again? Perfect. Okay. So let's have you. What's your contribution to that?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Beauty. Think about courage here.
Yes.
In studying. Is before put on something, you also have the courage that what I'm putting on is okay by me.
Okay.
I don't care about what people say, but it's okay by me. And I have the courage to put it on. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Please, you can applaud that. Kenny. Courage. Style. You get to this one.
Okay. So I noticed a lot of people are saying you don't really have to give a shit about what people are saying. But I think sometimes people can also draw your attention to your best self. So courage does not deny the fact that people cannot give you proper advice and counsel or suggestion about your style. So for me, confidence is simply what is within you, not what you present yourself with. It first starts with what you know about yourself. So if you are positive about how you look already, whatever you put on will automatically follow suit. So, but however, in styling yourself, you should also remember to also be open. There's something they call critique in the professional field.
Okay.
Critique. Yes. So critique is when you meet co-professionals to check what you have done. So they are saying you don't give any demo of what people are saying, then you won't be professional. It's as simple as that. Thank you.
Okay. That's something deep. Okay, okay. Please take the microphone to that side, the lady wearing Adire. And I want us to talk about taste. What's the place of taste in fashion? Okay. Okay. What's the place of taste in the everyday fashion? Taste.
Hello, good evening.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Kind Blessed. Taste. A place of taste is more or less like style.
Okay.
What I want.
Okay.
Taste. Like me now, my fashion sense, my style is more or less like my taste. Because I want to tell, like I'm a designer now, and you coming to me, like this is what I want. That's your style, that's your taste, this is what I want. You have to just do it. You have some times like that, I'll just this is what I want, that's your taste, that's what you want. So taste is more or less like styles.
Okay.
It's your personal expression. So your taste is your style.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, is it safe? Is it safe to now say that your taste and then your style should be superior to your fashion?
Again.
All right. So I said, is it safe to hit a conclusion that your taste and your style should be superior to your fashion?
Well, fashion is like the body.
Okay.
Style is like the soul. Your taste could be the spirit. So it depends on how you want to place it. For me, it depends on how you want to place it. You could place it um, 45, 45, 10.
Okay.
Like placing your soul and your spirit ahead of your body. But then it is what either of them decides that happens to the third party. If you want it to be that you want your style and your fashion to be ahead of your taste, then it happens like that. That's where you have likes of folks. Okay, like take for instance, let's go into a bit of trend.
Like, I don't know if you're going to mention trend later on, but
Yeah, yes, I am going to mention that. But then, okay, you can start.
okay, let's go a bit into trends. Like, what was trendy at some point? At some point in Nigeria, we had likes of, like you mentioned earlier, skinny jeans. Now we have baggy boyfriend jeans, and at some point we had studded and non-studded pants and etc. like that. That is a trend at some point, which could have affected both the the styling and the taste.
Hmm.
So depends on how you want to see it. For me, I don't know about someone else.
Okay.
Share again. So for me now, if I was going to do my fashion in a way, my style is basically asymmetric. Asymmetric means asymmetric is a type of balance from principles and elements of design that does not it has a rule. You have to understand the rule to break it. So it has a rule, but then the rule is has no rule. She get so you have to go asymmetrical. You have to go out of normal balance
Okay.
to the other balance. So my style is quite asymmetrical for me. So you get so I can do any color, and because of my deep knowledge of colors, I understand that there is nothing like you say color riots or stuff like that. There's basically nothing like color riot. You just have to understand the principles of color, how color came up, and how to divide it, how to multiply it, how to subtract it to get to anywhere. So I can wear brown shoes and wear a red shirt and wear a red shirt and a green pants. And then you'll be like, oh, this is odd. How will you wear brown, green, and red? Then I'll still tell you that I'm still wearing brown. When you ask me how, then I'll start the story.
Okay.
That brown is was made out of a touch of red and green. So you get if you add green, I mean liquefied in liquefied form now. If you add touch of red to green, you will achieve brown. So I'm still wearing brown.
Wow. That's a lot of that's a lot of education, right now.
Yeah, so you just have to break it either forward or break it backwards, either ways. But no matter how you break it, you still achieve a random point. There are primary colors, there are secondary colors, there are tertiary colors, there are universal colors, there are natural colors and likes of them like that. So however way you go, you still end up at one point. But then to help everybody else, that either you are just a regular person, fashion designer or whatever, there's this site that I use often. It's called Coolors. It's COOLOR. Yeah, if you use Coolors often, you could go on Coolors and combine your colors. If you are the person that does not really know how to combine colors, or you just want to see if this color and that color blends, you can go on Coolors and type it out. You can use whatever picture you want to see. You can say, okay, this is a picture of Ondo. Can you help me draft out a color note for it? Just put it on Coolors. Coolors will help you draft out colors and bring them out. Give you all the names of colors that you give you. So you say,
Okay. I actually wanted you to mention some of the apps, that I think you mentioned
yeah,
some of them already. You are mentioning Coolox now.
yeah,
Every time you mentioned the invoice,
yeah,
the
invoice app, yeah.
You also mentioned I'm trying to remember now.
Account.
Yeah?
Genie, yes, I
Genie,
mentioned Genie.
yeah,
Yes, I
you
mentioned
mentioned
Genie. You can download Genie from Play Store, yeah.
Okay.
Genie, there's Coolers, there's the invoice maker. You can download invoice maker as well um, from Play Store. And again, the use of personal account and business account. Yeah, well, I use money points. If you use money points at some point, although they'll charge you 20 naira for every transaction that you make, but then it goes well
So anytime that you make a transaction and you are sending your account out, by the time the person is going to click and open the account or send you money or open the account, it's going to read as EDMONTERI has sent you so. So it's basically a business account.
Okay.
It's going to ask you for verification, NIN, BVN, and stuff like that. But I just place I should be having those guys come up here like before the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm doing free advice for them like that.
Yeah,
must
definitely.
pay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a hack on creating the business account that you talked about. You don't have to go to the bank and fill long forms and all of that. Just with your phone, you have the business account generated already. Okay. Fashion designers in the house. I actually want to ask one question from you. Do we have any fashion designer in the house? Tell us. Okay. Oh, just one. Are you a fashion designer? Are you? Just put up your hands. It's okay. Put up your hands. Is everybody a fashion designer? Not everyone. Are you? Are you? Yeah. Are you a fashion designer? So, guys, raise your hand. Mind yourself. Oh. Okay.
He used to be a fashion designer.
Okay, so retired. Fashion designer. Fashion designer retired. Living legend. All right. Okay. I want us to ask. I actually want to gather experiences about the Ondo people, the fashion and Ondo people. You know, what's your experience about fashion as it relates with the Ondo people? I believe that on a forum like this, we should also be looking at technical problems solving skills, right? So when we know the problems, we can start preferring, solution to it. Okay. So this is the question. You are going to tell us your experience, your tough experience about the Ondo people and fashion, and how you are able to manage. Yeah, just give us those tips, those hacks, and let's see. Okay, I think she raised. Okay.
Apologies first. Let me apologize to everyone. Okay. Apologize to every person here.
No, it's a real talk. It has to be a real talk.
Okay.
Apologies accepted.
Because other people, the thing is, my experience with them so far has been amazing. I feel like this. I've been here for the past 6 years, even more than 6 years. I came to school and then I started to stay. So it's been amazing. But although people are fashion, it's more or less like they follow trends. They don't have their styles. They just follow trends. They follow like this is what is going, this is what is trending. Let's follow this. They follow trend. They don't have styles. And when you try tell them that sometimes when they come to you and you try to find out what they really want, they are confused persons because I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now, please just.
I already apologized earlier.
I want a frank talk.
Yes,
Yeah.
because they are confused. Sometimes when you ask, sorry.
Now, you see, confused here is classified.
Like in sense that I'm not saying they are
Confused generally.
yes,
For fashion.
yes, fashion wise, they don't have their styles.
Okay.
You just have to tell them, okay, sometimes I will ask them, what kind of outfit do you like? Not because sometimes I feel like if you want to, before getting to a designer's place, at least you should have your own style. You getting the fabric, you should know what you want to use it for. And if you don't have, you have to give the person a clue that this is what I want.
Okay.
Okay, then I will now use my own sense. Okay, let's do it this way, let's do it this way. Do everything together. But some people, they just come. And when you finally do something, they'll be like, oh, some people, and you tell them, so they are more or less confused. And the pricing, it's not helping at all. It's not helping their marketing strategy. When you market to them, they'll be like, the packaging, they won't, sometimes I used to use a packaging nylon. Like I used to package, I will try and package my things, but it's not encouraging. So I still prefer the foreigners, the customers, like might not be in diaspora, but maybe outside the town.
Okay.
Most of my customers they are outside the town, but although it's just a place that you can, it's a very conducive environment. No, I'm not saying everybody. I have no customers, the ones that are understanding.
Okay.
Even the ones that go to Obodo, the ones that they still come and portray that that thing is general in them. So I'm not. No, I'm not being.
Alright, let's have you.
No, I'm sorry, I'm being blunt here. You said we should.
Yeah, I get it.
I'll be just there so I will talk.
Normal.
Yeah, we have our styles. In journey now, we have our styles.
Okay.
Like this is what I don't wear all this snatching. I wear something. I like to be free.
Okay.
So I have my own style. Before I get a fabric, I can leave it there for 10 years because I don't have the style for 8 years. This one I've gotten it since over 2 years. Right? I decided not to wear it. I decided not to sew it until I've gotten style for it.
Okay.
So you have your own style, not that you should come and confuse the person and the way that you saw the person. Sometimes I want to lose it, but sometimes my own training will draw me back.
Don't lose it.
And some other time, the own training, I will lose it. I'll give you back. Yes, some customers are not always right, and they lack manners sometimes. Some of them because they feel like they are working for them. They want to trash you. No, I'm not saying you. You might have your own. You can
Okay.
But sometimes I'm not saying all of them.
I like that.
But yes, but when we talk, when we gist about things, they don't honestly they lack manners sometimes. They just come to you now, and sometimes they rate you by your physique, by your stature, they don't even care if you are so if they are that.
Alright, thank you. Wait. This my show. Alright.
I'm sorry about that.
Wait. Now, I wait.
I'm gonna make nobody more.
Wait. One of the reasons why we are having this session is so that we can create an interaction for the purpose of problem solving. Okay. Now we have identified a number of problems, and then we have, of course, EDMONTERI in the house. Yeah. He's going to touchlight these matters. But then let me take you real quick. I still want to take another fashion designer there, also what had experience with the other people.
Sorry, I want the camera to be on my face.
Wait.
Wait.
Are you debating for the other people?
No, I'm not debating for them.
Okay, it's okay. Let's have it.
Okay. Yes, my name is Akinu Sinduwa Richard. And first of all, I would say it is very derogatory to say Ondo does not have a fashion. In the history of fashion, when we look at it down the lane, Ondo is one of the most cultured. I'm not bragging. You know, to the essence of, the Benin's, they copy from our fashion. Let us be like that. I know what I'm saying, right? I walk with it through. I know what it means. You get, right? But let's leave it like that. Now, one of the major reasons why people talk about clients is because they don't set their pace.
Okay.
I'm an older person. When you were coming in, do you see any banner outside saying this is a studio? Do you get? I, through the leading of the Holy Spirit, I intentionally don't ask, can you RC? Even I will be there and you will not know I'm the one. I kept my face away from the ground. You know me normally, but people don't know me as ORC.
Okay.
Now, let me say this distinguishedly. What most people fail to do is that they don't know the business aspect of their skills. When you set a standard, I have one of my people around. I don't know, no, not this circumstance. I told the woman when she come here, I told her, I said, see, I'm coming with my team. You are going to house us and you are going to pay for our feeding. I said, no, I said, go with your money. I can't do it. And she's paying like 450, 500. Why? I said, see, I can't do this job alone. There's a priority in our company that we don't take care of our our staffs anyhow. So she knows there is a guideline. Like I said, we have so many discussions when it comes to this. I told you, see, you don't just when any client talks to you, I say, okay, no problem. I will send you my invoice. And the reason why you are sending an invoice is because that flight will be at your mercy.
All right.
I get you now.
All right.
So when you don't have principles set in your, I and him, we talk a lot about this. When anybody comes to your company and say, they don't need to come and meet you. If they call you, hello, what's your name, please? Blessing. Sorry, man. Call the. And I'm just saying, blessing. I want to. There's some people that are very familiar with you. No, I'm just saying. Take for example, she wants to come and sew from me now. I'll just say, blessing. Sorry, talk to the receptionist. Do you get? Then when you are talking to the receptionist, you are not talking to me. So the receptionist will tell you, I'm sorry, this is the amount, this is the amount, this is the amount. Me, I cannot do it though. I'm going to call the owner. Do you get? And when you now call the owner, I'm sorry, or you can't share him, or you do so, you don't know you. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's a standard. So if any client is coming to you tomorrow and say, no. Like I was saying, I don't sew, right? But he knows I can style. We have sat together to do some sketches.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I don't know how fit here. There's a difference between you going to somebody that has money and wants to pay, and you knowing what you are selling to that person. Oftentimes, when you sell to that person, can you sort of professionally.
Most times, when I realize that they don't like it, the thing is, I try to, because most times they don't really like professionalism. So I just try.
Now, that is the mistake you are making.
Okay.
See, somebody comes from Lagos. Sorry, I'm going to wrap up very soon.
Please wrap up very soon.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody comes from Lagos, and this is the normal game. In Lagos, so a clothes, this normal one is 50,000. Do you get? But if it comes to Ondo here, poverty lives in the mind. Only 1 million, only 5,000. Do you get? But there's a standard that person in Lagos sold to them that you're not selling to them. I don't know. There's a standard they sell to them. See, I have people that work in Lagos. You don't just come to.
And I saw for people in Lagos.
But the fact is, if they come here, they pay the amount of the money they pay for
I charge them even more.
If you charge them more, there is a smarter. You don't just come to you and say 5,000. I'm sorry, you don't do that. There's always what I'm trying to say is.
Okay. Wait up. Chill. Now this is my show. You see, wait up. No, wait. Now, the reason why we are having this talk is problem solving. Okay.
Exactly.
Now, what she's raising, I can read perfectly.
Okay.
I plan events, I organize shows,
Okay.
and I'm an MC, and I have a very clear understanding of what she's talking
I
about.
do too, sir.
Right now, wait, you do too.
I do.
You should,
I want to
and you sew.
I saw I'm the media space. So let's have it.
Wait, are you reaping? Are you reaping?
No.
If you sew, you must reap now. Oh gee. Okay, right. Now, I don't carry trouble here. One of the reasons why we are gathering this content is for problem solving.
Exactly.
All right. So, and that's why I don't want that that personal place, the place where somebody is trying to take a personal sport, personal interest, and all of that. So, if we are addressing the matter, let's be sure that what we are doing is solving a problem, because obviously what she's talking about exists.
It does.
Is a standing reality, right? So don't. Now I get your point, and you are making very fantastic point that first time I'm going to note and of course implement. Okay, so can you be more broad, about it?
Okay, broad in the sense that it's not very simple. I will finish on this.
Finish.
Somebody that you know is in my church.
Okay.
They were in a meeting planning for this December concert and all that, and they said what money Shoga, get equality.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So number one is let there be a standard in your company. I've worked with I can't count how many companies by God's grace. By God's grace, I've worked with K1 and all of that. But when they don't meet standard in your company, they will play on you. Look at what happened in your first clothes. The person saw like, Paul, was that no matter not to 450,000? Add to
different platforms.
Yes, you will have your words, not to 450,000 not to 5 million or 450,000. We push it at the weekend. So when they make standard in your company, and you don't use the word I, use the word we. So there are some business ethics that people don't know. So for me now, like I said, you can't see a banner. You can't, that's just it for me. Now, I think there's that time we start talking about branding.
Okay.
Talking about branding.
That's next level.
Yeah. Talking about branding. So how you can brand whatever it is you do, how you can market it. I don't know if you are getting it.
Okay.
I was talking to him. I said, see, there's that place of you choosing your client. They will not come and meet all of them. They will tell you or against quality. But there are some people. Somebody said to me one day, said they wanted to do a live streaming, and he told the bride and the group that see, I want to see live streaming. But what you get is your guy for the life, for the player. See it. You know what you are doing. There is a standard. You know more about branding and marketing. Don't just send the prices to people. Let there be an invoice.
Okay.
Let them know that you pay your tax. I don't know if you get it. Let them know that you pay VAT. So when they see those things, if you are pricing 1 million, and oftentimes don't be a man of many words.
Okay.
Clients. When they say, sorry man, we can't share you. And you will smile. Some people will call you foolish, you are mad. Don't ever exchange word with your client. Please, that thing is very derogatory.
All right.
There are some people you will exchange word with them. When they just go back and blow it, not come as rude. It has happened before. We were at the palace. I was talking to Professor Mimiko, and when the person landed, I just said, sorry, I did not do that. And after the show, I'm not being so there are sometimes you don't need to just talk more. Tell them this is what I do. Sorry, sir. There's a production line, quality line. And if you are doing anything for anybody free, actually, let me know that in the company one. Somebody very close to us, my master. The money for that event is 300,000. And I told him on the invoice, I paid. My company paid 150,000. So he's paying 150. If you want to tell anybody else that, they buy it on some food event, they don't know
300.
so much 150.
No.
But people don't understand that notion. We can start doing business.
Don't start. Okay. All right. Now,
Just shared our thoughts.
okay, yeah. Like, thank you so much, Blessing. Your input generated a whole lot of reaction, and I think that basically was what I was looking for. Basically, and from the top, I know Toby has one thing to say.
Yes, one thing. I said he was going to end on that note.
It did end on that note.
Ended on another note. Started from C, ended in G. It is what. What I would like to say is, hey, Jesus Christ, please, you guys should not tag me. Say that guy likes story. I worked in a place in Abuja. The place I worked in Abuja, in Wusetu. She's the biggest in Abuja, and anytime we are taking the order from a client, there is this, what should I call it? It's a, and that is what I still use to date. There's a data form, your name, your measurement, your this one, your that one, then they will now sit you down. They are not going anywhere. They will now sit you down. They will now ask you details. No, don't tell me that so anything that is fine. Because we will not be held that this I didn't pick this one. They will give you, in fact, we have this 106 inches away. I think it's a 93 inch. It's very big. They will be playing stars for you. You just sit down, they'll give you drink, you watch and watch. Okay, I like that one, they pick it. I like that one, they pick it. How do you want it? Do you want it to be fitted? Do you want it to be this? Do you want it to be that? Do you say it? You have to say it. But then I don't have all of that. I don't have a TV and whatever. But then what I do is after taking your measurement, I ask you details. So how do you want it? You want this, you want that. Okay, you want a simple style. Okay, I can do simple style. Okay, what else do you want? What is your style? I engage them in that conversation thing. What is your style? What do you do? What do you wear? Are you like a shirt person? Do you like to wear shirts and pants and jackets? Do you like to wear sneakers? Stuff like that. etc. etc. Are you a conventional person? Are you what's this thing? Shey you get that word I can't remember. Or however, shey you understand. So I take all of those notes that okay, this is what you like, this is what you don't. Okay, you don't wear this, but you wear this. I note it. So whatever that I am making for you, it will be in the range of that thing that you said you like.
Hmm.
There are sometimes that I experiment. I experiment on the person's what the person like, but does not know, that he likes. Like take for instance, by the grace of God, I made this outfit for Pastor Dominic sitting right next to me, and Pastor Dominic on a regular day wears skinnies. Pastor Dominic, can you stand up?
Okay.
Pastor Dominic on a regular day will wear his skinny pants, probably 2-3 inches below
Up the ankle.
up. I sure you understand. She like he likes to show skin, like you said. Sure you understand. And
My
stuff
fine
like
skin. Stress
your fine skin. Exactly. So can you sit down? Thank you very much. And then I just thought of Pastor Dominic. How about we do this? And according to him, he said, "EDMONTERI na you, knack am make I see." Then I knack am. Shey you get. When people saw Pastor Dominic, they will be like, "Hey, when did you wear the outfit? Upper Sunday."
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Ah, somebody you ṣòkòtò wo lele báyìí." But then he was feeling himself, and you won't have a choice but to feel it with him. Like, man, you like it. So there's that thing that I used to do every day. I play inside your memory. I play inside your emotions. I play with your emotions a little bit. That okay, did you like this? Even if you're not saying you like it, I will try it. It's better bigger than smaller. It is when it is small, you can't adjust it to be big. But when it is big, you can adjust it to be small. You understand? There's a client that just made something for like a few weeks ago. My brother can testify. We did it's a wine top and it's a wine up and down. Okay. He now brought Ankara that has wine. We now mixed it together. So the way we reached out to his mind, he has not worn baggies before. We made one baggie and one bell bottom. Okay, like from the 60s, fella and all that. So when he came, I told him that, can I shock you? He said, okay. I said, this top, the Ankara top, has the same wine shade like that with the regular up and down. And I told him that you can knock this top on this plain wine pants because he has wine. He looked at me and said, shake it. And I said again, that you can knock this wine top on this Ankara pants, which was a bell bottom. And I was like, you, baby. Sure, you understand? He didn't see it coming. Okay. Shake it. And he has been posting and telling me about it and sending. People are calling me that I saw this thing that you made. Oh, I love it. I like it. People, there are some persons that they don't know what they like. They don't know what, like you said, they don't know what they want. Especially, they don't know what they want. But you have knowledge of different things. You'll be able to play around them like that. Like most of my clients are from 45 to 70 to 80. Those men, they basically they don't like genge. Don't do genge for them. Genge, I mean, don't put button, don't put patches, don't do patches and design. Don't do. Just do blanket and pocket, 3/4 sleeve. Let it drop a little bit, 1/2 inch or 1. Finish. If you are going to do any effigy, play around it with buttons. There's something that I crafted, accents. I learned it from a couple of other persons. Learn how to add accents.
if you don't stand up again. But then if you look at his outfit, for instance, the accent on this outfit is this red here. And when you see the red again, is behind him. Don't stand up.
I'm not.
And when you see the red again, it's inside this pocket. It's not showing outside. It's not the one, it's not this one. Me, I like that. I like it bad. I enter like this and you look with this person. Wow, yeah, it's all right. Now what happened? I don't send you. I saw I attend one church in Lagos way back. I had the red shoe. I've not seen anybody that had the red shoe before. I had a red shoe and it's wet looks. So you can imagine how
No,
a red wet looks would look if you are in Mushe, you
bold.
see it. And then I'll just knock my thing and enter. I like it loud. So you must be able to reach their emotions. That emotional part is important. You must be able to reach their emotions. There are some persons indeed they really don't know what they want, but then they find solitude in when you can
discover,
you can
crack out,
discover that thing that they don't know they do.
Yeah.
They have. Thank you.
All right. I thought we were going to hit that part, that says that certain folks don't know what they want, but then when they see it, they like it.
Yeah.
All right. So working on the framework of their mind, does that in a whole lot of time. Okay, I think your stand. This show is your stand.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to make a general closing statement on that concept. Why is this show your stand? Okay. I feel you can make a closure statement on that.
Yes. On a closing note.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So I was looking at the concept of bringing everyone to a standard. Bringing everyone to a standard. A standard in place of, I don't want to be the person that, although I've been the person that, but then I don't want to be that person that is coined that, EDMONTERI is expensive. EDMONTERI does this. There was a guy I was with today. He was supposed to be here. We were walking and then we saw a guy. He just walked past the guy like normal. The guy was well dressed and all that. And then I looked at the guy and said, "Bro, how you doing? I like the way you dress, but my brother can make you look better." Then he looked at me. He looked at the guy and he was like, "Eh." I said, "Yes." Then I pushed the guy. I didn't even tell the guy that I know how to sew. So you get, after I introduced that guy, and then I said, you collect his number now. Then they shared contact, and he said he was going to call him that he wants to make some outfit like that. That is me. I like to push other people. So you get to go experience it. So you get bring them up as well. If there's anything you don't know, let me know. Is there anything you need? Tell me about it. My assistant in the shop, the first day he resumed work, I told him, "Deolu, have a name." The first day he resumed, I told him, "Deolu, have a name, have a fashion brand name." He came up with some. I chose one for him. After I chose that one, the following week, he sabi so rope of thing like that.
Every tabula size like that.
He sabi so rope of trouser.
Okay.
But then the guy is trying. For me, I believe when you're trying to bring someone up, let them come up quick. Let them start.
All right.
When I meet people, I'll be like, "Hi, what do you do?" "I'm a student." "You do student to do?"
Is that a profession?
It is your life. You must do that one. But then you don't sell, you don't buy anything. You don't buy a recharge card, you call your mommy. You don't buy boxers, you call your daddy. You say, "Okay, I make hair." That's what you do. You say you get. So lots of people don't understand that, but then that's the concept of your stand.
Okay.
Your stand is to bring people up to a standard. To bring people up to a standard, to a regular standard where they can reach either me or Lexicane or Pere or whoever it is that you want to make an outfit, and it's the same price that you will meet with Bada, that you will meet with Onida, she get that you will meet with Auntie on the Tom Tom t-shirt, or however, she you understand that you meet with me, she you understand. So it's the same. It's not like we are trying to. I'm me or whoever person is on the team. We are not trying to like break out and create a caucus. No, we are trying to build a community of persons that has standard. She gets it's a community of persons that have that thing. She gets they have that standard of themselves that they are bold to say, I'm a fashion designer and I know the business. She get a lot of other classes, these events and all that is going to come up to build up people's minds. She get either paid or unpaid, to build up people's minds on how to get to that point. She get it's one thing to know how to sew, it's another thing to know the business. Though that's why we had it, the craft of the fashion craft and the business. So you understand. So we should be able to help one another. So you get in Ondo is the largest community that I've ever seen that has the largest number of tailors. Wow. There is no street that you enter. It's like Redeemed Church for Ondo. If you go to Lagos, in one street you have like 10 Redeemed churches in one street. One person, you can see 5 people in this one. The next one, 7 people. The next one, 20. The next one, 300. The next one, 5,000. The next one, the pastor and the family alone. So you get, and they will have drums and everything. That's how tailors are in Lagos, in Ondo. In this street alone, I can count there's one there, there's one there, there's one here. So you get like that. And then they have this thing that they will have industrial machines, they'll keep it on the side, even if there's lights, and they'll be using their leg to do sure you understand. But then they just believe that if you have industrial machine in your shop, or you sabi work.
It's like a gadget.
It's like a gadget. Like, just sure you understand. So we were supposed to like build people up. I'll see them. I don't have whipping machine in my shop. And this person will sit down on the whipping machine and will put her legs on the machine like this and I'll be sleeping. And I'll be like, Jesus Christ. And then Lori see all this person is sitting with. There's one guy I know in market area like that. One guy I used to follow Jimson, that guy that plays music. Okay. That plays guitar. He follows him everywhere he goes. The guy in his shop. He has 2 industrial machines. He has 1 whipping machine. He has 1 brand new generator and 2 straight saws, 2 blackhead straight saws. The guy is well set up. His uncle bought it for him from the US and all that. But this guy does not know how to sew open shokoto. Sure you get. He just has those things. And there are other people too like that. And there are people too in this town that don't have that thing. They just have their blackhead machine. But then that their blackhead machine,
they can perform wonders.
They can sew suits with it, sew wedding gown and stuff like that. So we are trying to build people up. Again, my mission is basically to raise people with myself, people that are of the standard by myself, and people that are less of the standard, and bring everybody to that standard. So when we are able to reach that standard, then we can cut across even. If you go to Lagos now, it's the same thing that those Lakers will do, that your Nikajra will do, that Sheif Odi will do, that Shey, you understand, and their prices are like similar to each other. So if you know that you are going to Lagos, like someone in the congregation made a statement for me and like, that someone saw his outfit and be like, I like your outfit though. Can you give me your tailor's number? And be like, my tailor is in Lagos. So you'll be like, but then there's another, then get an answer that there's another tailor in Ondo that is very good now. EDMONTERI, it's too expensive, I can't do EDMONTERI. You don't want to do EDMONTERI, but you want to do my tailor in Lagos. That is okay. I don't know if you understand. I get. That is the standard of that same guy. Sure you understand. So if you cannot do EDMONTERI in Lagos, I can't give you my tailor's contact because he's going to charge you even more. EDMONTERI is going to look at you that you know you now. okay, let's do it 2,000 naira difference from what I'm supposed to do. So basically, that's the idea of your stand. Your stand is the body. Then we are going to be having different um, different courses, different forms. Like by God's grace, we'll be having principles of design, a design process very soon coming up. It might come as a paid class, but it's not going to be something really much. We're going to be having fashion and illustration classes and all that. It will be paid and it can be free as well as the spirit lead by God's grace. So that's the basic. That's where the stand of the stand stands.
You heard that? I think we are here. Can we put us together to celebrate?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that platform. I will do myself a very, very good service, not appreciating you. Please, can you put us together to celebrate yourself? You have done so, so well. Thank you so much for the time, and I hope you have learned. Okay, it's one thing to come, it's another thing to learn.
Yeah.
There is always a platform, and then there is always an activity on the platform.
Yeah.
And so now that we are here, we should be very sure that the time, about 2 hours that we'll be here, is not wasted, altogether. I want to appreciate you for your time. I know certain folks who started with us, and then they are still very, very here. I like to, can I be partial a little? Can we please put that together for mommy again? I think we should do that. That's Mama EDMONTERI. Please, can you, please, that might be for mommy want to say something. I want her to just say something, and before we leave.
Good evening, once again. Good evening, ma'am. I didn't know what I was walking into, but I think I have enjoyed everything. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'd like to introduce my son mentioned something about living in fashion. That's what I was. I went to Christian School of Fashion in Lagos, and then after finishing the course of I wanted to go for a higher level, but they told me there are only few rules in fashion. When you say you want to go and learn more, it's only the same thing that you are being taught in the ordinary way that you will be taught by the higher. My teacher now told me that what if after you have gone for about 4-5 years, you fashion trend you change it? Would you now come back to school to come and see? You have round things, you have you have all the stuff,
Necklines.
all the necklines. And she now said, you go and develop on this, add your own style, and make, like my son said, a niche for himself, which I did, and I did perfectly well in Lagos until circumstances pushed me down. So when I now got to Gundu, everything was very cheap. I couldn't meet up my standard in Lagos here, because here they will so at that time maybe 200 for the dress that I would charge 12,000 naira for in Lagos. So I couldn't meet up. That is why I dropped tailoring. What I do for esoteric is I just encouraged him. I encouraged him. He was interested in my life, and I encouraged him. And I'm glad, I'm very, very glad that he is encouraging others. I'm very, very glad. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma.
I really, really enjoyed this show.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. Another one. That lady has gone.
Yes.
Let's see. Who was outside?
Oh.
We had similar problems in Lagos. That is why some of us at that time stopped sewing. We now started making
Ready to wear. Yeah.
because these people will come and tell you this is what they want, and after you have finished, they will say they don't want it. You know, it's not their fault. They don't know what you know. You are wearing a fabric, you know this fabric, and you know what styles you can make out of them. They don't know. They just bring in fabric, and they don't know whether the style they want to use will suit their stature or not. You can advise them. You can advise them, but then take it easy on them. Not to.
Thank you so much.
You know, there's certainly no way we would have ended the show without this part. That was just the cream on the every. Thank you so much, mommy. Thank you, man. Thank you. That input was so apt and so needed. This is that show that you waited to hear about, and then of course we have unfolded it, unveiled it, and just like you said, we are hitting the ground running. Very more innovation, very more event, very more activities. And of course, if you knew the starting, you must be able to see the processes and the finishing.
Amen.
Definitely. I hope that if we invite you some other time, you are going to make some time, for to be here. Again, if you have enjoyed yourself, please celebrate yourself. Okay. Everybody's clapping. So you did well. Thank you so much. Once again, BZ Dominic is my name. And of course, I like us to end this event with the word of prayer, just like we started. I mentioned that it's very significant that we tailor the maiden edition this way, so that we can have, of course, more effectiveness, more clarity to act the rest of the innovation on his mind. And I want mommy to do that prayer for us. The microphone is in there. Okay, I want mommy to do that closure for us, and after that we take some music, and after the prayers, okay, after the prayers, Shoga will talk. And alongside, you can do networking. If you have people you are seeing for the first time, meet with them, establish a connect. Okay, somebody said something yesterday, I was somewhere, and then he said networking is new generation. That's the next level. So that's new generation. That's the next level, and we we thrive on the strength of meaningful connection.
Yeah.
And your friends are going to be the one your children will call connection. Momo and still learning or that DNA. So if you like, gather worthless people. Right. Okay, so people here, if they have sat down for 1 hour plus 2 hours, they're about listening to virtue, you can be too sure that this is next generation. So please do it to connect with one person, that rich mind, add it to your CL. Okay, CL, normal contact list now. Okay. Add it to your contact list, and then so we can actually have something better. Mommy, the closure.
Let us pray. Father, in the name of Jesus,
Amen.
we thank you, we glorify you for today, because we have been planning and making announcements and reaching out, and your spirit moved these people together. You made it happen. You blessed today. We thank you, Lord, that the things that we planned for today, you did not allow the devil to spoil.
Yes.
No accidents, no bad news, no, since we have started, no emergencies, no problems from anywhere. We thank you, Father, for the peace and stability in this town. We thank you, Lord, that you have been providing for us. We thank you for the peace of mind. We thank you for all your children that you have brought to us. We thank you, Lord, for promises of a greater tomorrow.
Yes, Lord.
We give you glory, Lord. Hallelujah. We trust you, Lord.
Yes.
That you said the works of our hands you will bless and you will establish, Father. and you are keeping your words with us, Father. So far, we thank you, Lord. We trust you that you will take us to the high levels that our hearts wish.
Amen.
We thank you, Lord, because we can trust you, because we can repose in you, Lord. We thank you that you are giving us that courage to fit in into this society, even in view of the present situation in the country, that you have been feeding us, you have been clothing us, you have been taking care of us, you have been taking care of us, our health and spiritual health. We thank you, Father. Be exalted in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Father, all the things that we have learned here today, let us be able to use them to glorify your name.
Amen.
We have learned a lot of things here today. We don't want to be people who will learn and forget, but we want to learn and do. We want to learn and edify you, Father. We want to learn and glorify you, Father. Please give us that grace in Jesus' name.
Amen.
As we go away from here, we don't want to hear any bad news from you. We don't want to hear any accidents.
Yes, Lord.
Father, we want only success and progress stories from our midst in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
Father. Uplift these our children, Father.
Amen. Uplift
them to the glory of your name. Uplift them to the glory of this town. Uplift them, Father, to the glory of Nigeria. We know that where Nigerians are, we are always exceeding, we are always excelling in everything that we do. We want these ones to also excel in everything that they do. In the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
Thank you.
Be exalted in Jesus' mighty
Amen.
name.
Amen. Thank you so very much, Ma. Again, thank you very much for attending and